so many young guys out there that will not be caught dead paying bills for anybody.
To be with someone that teaches you how to love yourself.
Any change that anybody did not do before marrying you, don't expect that.
When I stopped going to school, I cried. Just call me blind boy.
Submerged until the waters are still. Deep waters. Tune in and watch and listen live on TV and radio at Rhythm 93.7 FM. Star time. Deep waters.
0.7 FM and Silverbed News 24, which you can watch on Star Times channel 109 or stream on YouTube at Silverbed N24 to watch a live show. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm super excited. We're shaking the waters as always on a very interesting topic, and today we are talking about first dates. We're talking about first date, the do's and don'ts of first date. I imagine that every one of us that is up to 18 at least I've been on 1 or 2 dates before, and first dates can be very exciting and fabulous, especially if you can, or have been talking to this person for a while, talking to them on the phone for a while. But it can also be one of the most awkward, one of the most weird, one of the most terrifying experiences in the world, depending on who you went on a date with. From having to wait at a bar for somebody who you haven't really met, and you wait at the bar for them 1 hour, 2 hours, you're just sitting down there sipping your margarita alone, and people are asking you, is the person still coming? Is the person still coming? That's for people who show up on their first dates very late and unpunctual. To dining with a date who is temperamental, I personally have gone on a date with somebody who was just literally angry at everybody, angry at the staff, angry at the person fueling his car, angry at I'm like, definitely this I don't think I'm going to come on this a date with this guy again. He is definitely not getting a second date after this car that he pulled. He was just angry at everything, and maybe he was having a bad day, but I just felt like there was a better way to handle a bad day. We've also heard about ladies who will ask for tea fare from a guy before showing up on the first date, or who will come with a friend or a family member, for a first date and expect that the date will pay for everything. Some will ask for financial help on the first date. And we've also heard of guys too who will take a lady on the first date and expect her to pay or divide the money with him 50-50 or go Dutch with him. Or somebody will literally ask for sex, literally on the first date, or ask for a kiss on the first date. I don't know. We all have our own personal morals, and when it comes to first dates and all. But how should we behave? I feel like our society is fast losing our morality, or there's certain way we should behave, especially when we are going on first dates with people. We spend our lives on social media these days that dates are becoming as awkward as possible. And Deep Waters is here to help us, reevaluate the dating scene and correct some of the things that we feel are out of place. So if you've ever been on a date before, what was the weirdest first date you ever had? How should people behave on a first date? What turns you on or what turns you off on a first date? What's the red flag that you see when you go on a first date with somebody or a date with somebody? What's the red flag, that you see? What kind of questions should people even ask on the first date? Should people be asking about love languages or body counts? Why do people lie on the first date? Why do people lie? Does a little white lie mean a thing or two? Is it okay to have to lie on the first date, even if it's a little white lie? Ladies and men who already have kids in their lives, is it okay to discuss your kids with this new person on the first date? How should we behave on the first date? If you have any first date experiences, what turns you off on the first date, be a part of the conversation. Call in on 0705 993 6937 or 0705 993 7937. This is Deep Waters with Deborah Waters, and yesterday we're talking about first dates. What are the do's and don'ts of first date? What are your do's and don'ts of a first date? What are the things that you will see that you'll be like, oh, this is such a red flag? You have ladies that you invite on the first date, and they'll start ordering the things that they've never ever ordered. They'll be ordering things that they've not ordered before. I do it too sometimes, but I don't go overboard with it. I'll use it as, oh, let me even, taste something new. But some people go overboard, using fork and knife to eat pizza. Some people do it fine, but they don't do it at home. But when they go on this first date, people start to form on first dates. They're just awkward behaviors that are just weird. And those are even the small things. What about people who ask you the weirdest of questions, like interview? You'll go on a date, some people will be asking you, they want to know everything about your life on the first date. Anyways, guys, this show is not all about me. It's about you, my listeners and viewers. So I'll take my first caller for the day. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, good evening.
Good evening.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, thanks for calling. What's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Bola, calling from Lagos.
Bola from Lagos. Thanks for calling.
Yes.
Yes, talk to me about first date experience.
First date experience. So I think for first date, people should go Dutch.
Oh, you believe in going Dutch?
Yes, I
Wha-
do believe in going Dutch.
Really? Why? Wait, let me even call. Let's get your background first. Did you grow up in Nigeria here, Bola?
I did. I don't believe Dutch.
Did you grow up in Nigeria here?
Yes, I grew up in Lagos.
And you now want us to go Dutch? Hey, Bola, you're not going anywhere. Call back. Call me back. The number to call is 0705-993-6937 or 0705-993-7937. Bola, call back. I want to hear your thoughts. Bola is a typical Lagos boy, born in Nigeria, and he says he believes that dates or people who go on dates should go Dutch. And going Dutch means we should split the bills 50-50. When we go out, like if a guy says, oh, I want to take you out, once we finish eating like this, we'll calculate the money, divide it into two. You drop your own money, I'll drop my own money, and we'll go home. Hey, me, I'm a typical Nigerian girl. I'm a typical Lagos babe. This is abomination. Abomination. What are your thoughts? This one choked me. Oh. Going Dutch. Again, I have no problem. This is also my own personal opinion. I don't intend to impose my own opinion on any other person. If you believe that going Dutch is your thing, feel free to express it. Tell me why going Dutch is your thing and why you feel like people who go on a date should split the bills 50-50. Again, we're talking about first dates and what are the do's and don'ts of a first date. Ladies and gentlemen, if you go out with somebody and the person insists that you guys are dividing the bills, especially for somebody like me that is not used to dividing the bills, you have to have told me prior before we come out and say, okay, we are going Dutch. Because if we come out together and you now say we are going Dutch, hey, I don't know what's going to happen. No. Ladies and gentlemen, join the conversation. The number to call is 0705-993-6937 or 0705-993-7937. What turns you on the first date? I say turn. Or what turns you off on the first date? What's your weirdest first date experience or the first date you've ever had that was so weird? Like I said, mine was going out with a guy who was very, very temperamental. It was just literally, he wasn't angry at me, but he was angry at every other person. Literally. Angry at the waiter, screaming at the guy at the gas station. He was just rude and just so temperamental to everybody around. And I just felt, wow, this guy is really on a roll. I don't feel he's going to get a second date. Most times we get on a first date with somebody and we start to think, why is this person not calling me on a second date? Why is there no second date? You don't get a second date because there are some do's and don'ts of a first date that you should abide by. And that is all we're discussing today on the show. I'll take another caller. Hello. Lost that call. I'll take another call. Hello. Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Yes. Is this Olawale?
Yes.
Yay, Olawale, thanks for calling. How are you doing today?
I'm good.
Good to have you on the show. I appreciate you for calling.
Okay, you're welcome.
Yes. So, yes, talk to me, Olawale.
I've made mention the first day when you carry your loving ones out or something like that.
Uh-huh.
You can't be 100% the truth. That is the thing. You will not be real finished. There will be small lie. There will be small lie. No matter how, you will not be real. And it's not everything that you will just believe and you open your mouth. That day, you start blah, 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 blah. I do this, I do that, I do that. But there are some other people, they will get that first day, they will talk about their past. They I do this, I do that, I do that. And that one, you can confuse this thing. This one is a talkative. You talk too much. But that one day, you have to calm down. You have to know the kind of person that you want to be following, you want to be or something like that. First day is not the day that you will be 100% just keep everything about your life.
So what if I'm a real person now? What if I'm real and I just want to be real? At the end of the day, the person is still going to meet the real me. So what's the point of hiding myself and saying, no, I need to reduce my talk?
Let me tell you something. As time goes on, you will not the kind of person that you are. So you know that first day you know everything about that person. That's the thing. You know, it's that first day that you know maybe that person, the character. Maybe you can keep the character, attitude, everything. It's that first day that you will know. Yeah? Not the first day now. It's small or something like that. The way you started, the way you you know that first day you just know everything. You are not God now. That's the thing. Yeah. And first day is just first day that you just open your mouth. Hey, I've got I read this, I read it, I come there, Allah. I've worked for years. No. First day is not the day that you just open everything. Just to know each other, know name, where you come from, about you can talk about education and like that. I went to this university, I know, you know everything, I read.
Thank you, Olawale. I appreciate it. You always make sense. Thank you so much.
Okay, you're welcome.
Oh, yes. Olawale made a very valid point. And some people on the first day, they just want to talk about their life, their history, everything. And this, I'll put it on the women. Women are fond of doing this thing. You go on the first day with somebody, you have already told him everything about your past five boyfriends and what happened to them. You've explained everything. Even some men too, they talk on the first date. You will not even let the person you came out with to talk. Some of them were bragging about all the properties they have. And I have this, I have that, I've worked. They'll be giving your CV as if you are in a job interview. Who asked you for your CV? You are telling us I've worked in this, I've worked in oil and gas, It's okay to talk about what you do, but when you start to border the line of bragging, I've done this, I've done that, I have this, I have that. Not even a first date, Seb. I've gone out with somebody where the person, not even gone out, I met somebody randomly, we're having a conversation, and then it goes on and on and on about everything that he has. I have 2 lands there, I have 5 houses there. Who asked you these questions? Why are these things necessary? What are the conversations we should be having on the first date? As you've heard from Olawale says, open your mouth, Jakarta. I'm talking about everything that has gone through your life because you don't even have a good sense of who this person is or what they stand for if they don't, stand for your values. So what are the do's and don'ts of a first date? We're already talking about it bit by bit now. What is your first date experience, your weirdest first date? What turns you off on a first date? What are the things that you would hear or see? Some people get turned off by ladies that come in late, or even men too come in late. That one even pisses me off, Seth. It's you that will set the date. It's you that will set the time. It's you that will set the location. Oh yeah, show up on time. You will not show up. You're wondering why you don't get a second date usually. It's because you do not follow the rules of a first date. What are the do's and don'ts of a first date? That's all we're discussing today on Deep Waters with Deborah Waters. I'm going to have a special guest joining me in a bit. But again, I want to take your calls. I want to take opinions. I want to take your thoughts and experiences on the show. So call in on 0705 993 6937 or 0705 993 7937. Ladies, would you go Dutch? That means will you split the bills with a guy 50-50 on a first date? Men, what do you think about a lady or let me start with the ladies. Ladies, what do you think about a guy who asks you, for intimacy or sex on the first date? And men, what do you think about a lady who allows you or who asks you? Some ladies even ask, who asks you for intimacy, or sex on the first date? Does sex on the first date matter? Does intimacy on the first date matter? This is Deep Waters with Deborah Waters. Let's have some deep, meaningful conversation on first date do's and don'ts. I'm going to break right now. When I get back, my special guest will be joining me in the studio. And I want to take more calls, more interesting conversations, and your thoughts on first date, the do's and don'ts. Is it okay for ladies and men to break it down, and go Dutch on this show? Oh, I can see a call. Let me take this call before I go on a break. Hello.
Hi, this is Bola again.
Hi, Bola. Yay. I thank you for calling, Bola. Yes, I wanted to hear your thoughts. You're telling me about going Dutch.
Yes, I think going Dutch is the way to go because it removes the stress of, who is going to pay for the date? You understand? Because I also feel like before you go on a date, you and your prospective partner should have like a discussion about who's going to pay. Because it just makes it less awkward.
What's awkward there now? What's awkward there? You invited me out, you pay for it. You are the man, you pay for it. What are we splitting the bills for?
That's what we are trying to what's it called? Combat as I don't want to use the word, but I mean let's use the word feminist. I think personally, as you said, whoever sort of initiates the date should pay. But on the other hand, it would be nice if you had a discussion and say, "Oh, can we go Dutch on this day?"
So,
do you understand? So, in the end, it depends on the dynamics of your relationship.
So, what if the lady is not the person who believes in this, in quotes, feminism thing that you said about, splitting the bills?
I wouldn't be anybody who doesn't believe in feminism.
Hey, wow. So for you, the feminism thing means that everything, we are going to be equal on all levels, including dating.
We are going to be equal, but who makes more and
pays more?
The person who's more economically advantaged should be the one to what's it called? If it's the woman, that's fine. If
it's the man,
that's fine.
And how has that been for you? Do you go out on ladies and ladies actually, work with you on this, thing that you do?
And why not?
Wow. When was your last date?
That would be earlier this year.
Oh, really? And you guys went Dutch?
Yeah, I've been off the dating market.
Wow. Why?
Could
it be because you have been going Dutch?
No.
Just kidding there. Okay. Thank you so much for sharing your thoughts. I appreciate it. Bye, Bola. Interesting thought there. That's his own opinion. He believes in splitting the bills. Whoever earns more pays more. He believes in equality, and that's the truth. We always be saying, "Oh, we want to fight for equality between men and women, everything, equal opportunities and all." But when it comes to the dating thing, why do we still put the bills on the men though and say, "Oh, men, you are the one paying for this and all that"? Are there women who also are okay with going Dutch with men? This is a big conversation. Anyways, I'll take more calls after this break. This is Deep Waters. Don't go anywhere.
This one's for you. How much do you really love food? Do you think you can eat more than anyone else, anytime, any place, and anywhere? And can you eat really, really fast? Well, the time has come to put your money where your mouth is. Register for the Silverbirds Food Challenge and go head to head with fellow food lovers. Beat the food clock and you can win lots of exciting prizes, including setting a new food eating world record. To register, visit our website at www.rhythm93.7.com. Fill the form and upload a picture of yourself eating your favorite food. Post a picture on Instagram with the caption, My Food Challenge Entry, and using the hashtag Silverbird Food Challenge. Tag us at 93.7 Rhythm FM, at Silverbird TV, at Silverbird N24. Silverbird's Food Challenge, for the love of food.
Good morning, Lagos. Good morning, Nigeria. Good morning, Africa. Good morning, world. Welcome to your Seaside radio station with Rhythm 93.7, the number one hit music radio station. We're number one in music, number one in entertainment, number one in sports.
Let's be honest. Not everyone likes the start of a new day or the rush that comes with a new day.
If you're looking for great fun, intelligent conversations, and entertainment stories,
we've got great music, great content, great interviews with all the amazing artists that you can think of.
So, you do not want to miss out on anything.
Stay with us. There's more to come. This is Rhythm 93.7.
Number one hit music station. Rhythm 93.7.
Welcome back. This is Deep Waters with Deborah Waters. And yes, we're streaming to you live on radio and TV at Rhythm 93.7 FM and Silverbird News 24, which you can watch on StarTimes channel 109 or simply go on YouTube, search for Silverbird N24, look for the live icon, click on it to watch the show live. This is where we shake the waters on topical issues, real life stories, controversial topics, gray areas, and just some sensitive topics that helps us, reevaluate, our position or perspectives on a certain topic or a certain thing. Today is the exception. We have been shaking the waters on the topic first dates. What turns you off on the first date? What turns you on the first date? What's the best first date you ever had, or the weirdest, craziest first date you ever had? How should people behave on first date? We've heard about very awkward first date. We've experienced awkward first date. I just spoke to one of my callers who says, okay, he goes on dates and you guys have to go Dutch. It means that the lady and the guy needs to split the bill, happily and equally. And me, you have to tell me that one. In fact, when I just hear Dutch, I will dodge. When I hear Dutch, we are going to split this, I will Dutch. I'm sorry. But some ladies are okay with it. It's not a problem. But would you go Dutch with somebody on a date? Like, ladies, would you do that? Guys, would you do that? Feel free, join the conversation. Call in on 0705-993-6937 or 0705-993-7937. As always on the show, I have a special guest with me in the studio. The fashion enthusiast. In fact, he's looking like Michael Jackson today. I had to say, a content creator, a photographer, an influencer, a fashion icon. He has won many notable awards, in the photography industry and more. And he just creates. He's a creative, basically, a creative director, and he's just here to help us, dive deeper in the topic as an influencer and more as to, dating and first dates and the do's and don'ts. We're here to just banter and throw up ideas, ideas at each other, just like we're doing on the radio. Ladies and gentlemen, I have with me, Itsboye. Boy, you know how excited I am to have you join me today on the show. We always see ourselves on social media, hello, hi, or just flash you at one event and do like speed by, hello, hi, hello, bye. Yeah, but it's so good to have you in the studio. We're going to have a nice connection today as I felt in the spirit. So how are you doing today?
I'm very well, thank you.
Good. So let's talk about first dates. So my last caller spoke about going Dutch, which I find very interesting. I would love to hear ladies' female opinions about this. I've said my own opinion as a woman, Sha, but I would love to hear, thoughts and even some guys' opinion about this. So I was asking you just before we came back. I was like, oh, would you go Dutch? Are you okay with going splitting the bills with a lady? For you, does it make you? Some men will say, oh, it makes yes, like they even want to pull away when the lady starts to even suggest that as far so you don't want to take care of you and you want to be on your own, not to be a feminist. And also, what are your thoughts?
Well, I think for me, I feel like if I'm the one that is initiating the date, obviously I'm the one that's going to pay. So, and maybe in the process of the date, and you now suggest it, I don't think I will agree to that. But
why won't you agree to that?
Why will I'm the one that called you out of your comfort zone to come on a date with me. So why will I?
So what if you people used to call yourself like that? I call you, and we'll split the bills.
Well, I think it comes with a level of familiarity, honestly. We cannot bring it out for the first time and I'll say we should go Dutch. I don't like the idea.
Why?
But when it's bad impression, like I know the way I like to look. So I wouldn't call you out on the first day and say, let's how much are you paying? How do you wait?
How would I send it to you or send it to me or
it's embarrassing. But let's say we're already G's and or maybe we were dating already and then we can see the deals. Obviously, I'm going out a lot. I go out a lot. So over time, it's going to be weighing on my pocket. If I go out all the time and I am paying, but the whole idea of going Dutch, I think it's just for me, it's comfortable when we are familiar with each other already. But if we've just been talking and we're just going on the date for the first time, I don't think we're going to go Dutch. I'll pay because I'm the one that's bringing you out.
So I read something somewhere that, this guy asked lady out on a date for drinks. And then she goes, I don't want to have drinks. Like, I actually really want to see a movie, the Barbie movie. Look at me at the birthday Barbie. I want to see Barbie. And then he goes, okay, let's see Barbie then. And then they pick a date. Like, we're going to do drinks and see the movie on this day. And then a day to that particular day, he messages her and says, have you gotten the tickets? Have you gotten the ticket for the movie that we're going to watch? And then she's now shocked, like, but you invited me out for drinks. I didn't say, because you see that said you wanted to watch movie. I said you should come and have drinks. Like,
okay, it's two-sided.
Hey, okay.
It's two-sided. I said I want to take you to drink. You're the one that said you want Barbie. Sponsored Barbie movie. But if I want to be a gentleman, I would pay. How much is the movie? We'll go and see the movie and we'll go. But if you really, really think about it, I just want to have drinks with you first. And you want us to go and see a movie. You want to see a movie. Okay, now sponsor the movie. Let's go. Let's have fun. But as a gentleman, you pay for the movie and it's the end day.
But the truth is that we are having less and less gentlemen by the day. The men are becoming less and less. Nobody wants to be gentleman or nice guy. Everybody just wants to be guy.
Because almost every guy outside now is second option. So, you ladies, you people already have option 1 to 10.
You men don't have options.
Then
you will start. Let's not start this option game.
But that's why we're becoming woke now. So since we are an option, let's act like an option until we become the only option.
Yeah. Okay. Well, this is another topic for another day. So let's talk about red flags when it comes to security for you. So, I want to know, when last did you go on a date? And what are the red flags for you? What would you hear? What would you see? What would the person do, that would just instantly say, this is a turn off for me?
Okay, the last time I went on a date was, I think, early this year.
You guys, people don't go on dates. How can I be hearing last time I went on early this year? That's like January or February.
Dates are like...
Okay, but guys, sorry, I forgot some.
Dates are like... For me, dates are like the way we see it in movies. Oh, gentlemen, you like to go on a date with me? And it's too...
Okay, the word date, Abby.
It's
Makes
too
it
like you're in a movie. Like it's very unrealistic.
Okay, so hangout is better.
Hangout there. Maybe we can say hangout. But I think the first turn off for me is lateness. I hate lateness with passion. Like, you know that point when you sit down in the restaurant and they're not asking you that. Sorry, where's the thing?
Why did you sit in the way that you come back? Maybe you see
No. Even if like I made the reservation for 2, and I am there sitting down and drinking alone. And the way I drink, I would drink the first cup in like the first 20 minutes or 15 minutes I finish the cup, and I'm there with empty cup waiting for you. So honestly, when you come late, I'm never going to take you seriously. I know it stands across how I work.
How many minutes is late? It's like 1 minute late or... You know some men, like 1 minute they will just come there, they will just be moody because it came 1 minute. Like, I went to come on time as if it's an interview.
No, it's between 30 minutes and 1 hour.
That's your own lateness, Abby.
If you are 1 minute, if you are 1 hour late, you will not meet me there. But
are you for it?
Yes, if you are 1 hour late, I'll leave.
Maybe you don't really like the person then.
No, it's not a matter of me coming out in the first place. I was really, really looking forward to seeing you. Do you understand? So the longer I wait, the more I lose interest. And that's how I am. It spans across every other thing I do. Even when I work, when I go to shoots, the longer I'm waiting for you, the faster I lose interest. There are times that I've gone for a shoot and I waited for the person for an hour or 2 hours. That one is understandable. At least that one you're keeping up. Some will not even pick your phone until they get there. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm late. I'm like, okay, can we go home now? And I'll literally not say anything throughout the date, and we'll just be looking at each other until.
No, what if she'll apologize now? She'll be very like, oh, I'm sorry. Text you on the cheek, you forget everything.
That might work, Sha. Then I think another turn off for me is when the person talks too much. So because I talk a lot too, and when I'm going on a date, I would have warned myself and pinched myself. Okay, don't talk too much. Just give her time to talk. Let you talk and get to know each other better. And don't say things that are unnecessary. So if we're on a date and I'm the one, it's like I'm watching TV. Yeah, talking. I'm like, when can we go home? And I get bored easily. So if you're talking too much, I'll just be looking at you, and at the end of the day, we go home.
You and this, you're looking at, and you don't now do any, just be looking at. And that the person will not get a second date with that.
Obviously. You don't even get a second. You don't even get a are you home text.
Savage. What are your thoughts on people who ask for ladies? I don't know if you guys do that, who ask for transport fare before coming. And like, I don't have I can't come.
I think you know this kind of person from the moment you talk to the person. Before you even ask the person to go on a date with you, I think you would know that this is the kind of person. And me, I'm very sorry, but me and people like that don't really do well. So if you are the semi-transport fare kind of person, bye Felicia.
Interesting. Wow, savage. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Deep Waters with Deborah Waters, and I'm right here with photographer, influencer, content creator, Itsboye, right here with me in the studio, helping us break down on the dating scene and first dates. What are the do's and don'ts on the first date? Would you split the bills with your date on the first date? Men, or ladies, what would you think if a man on the first date is literally hinting for you guys to go home together after the date? Or have sex or intimacy after the date? Or guys, how would you feel also? I feel like guys always kind of like expect this thing, like it's kind of like a back of their mind kind of vibe. But how would you feel if a lady is willing to actually offer it to you on the first date? Join the conversation, calling on 0705-993-6937 or 0705-993-7937. What are your do's and don'ts? What turns you on or turns you off on a first date? Feel free to share. What has been your weirdest craziest first date or your most successful first date? Why is it that most people do not get a second date? Why? We'll talk about this and more on the show. Now let's move on to some of the, how should people look? You know, what is too much? You know, looks wise. Should I show up at the first date looking like Michael Jackson? Or should I come in looking like Beyonce? What is too much? What is okay? Or should I just be myself?
So that's because when you asked that question, something came to my mind, and there was one day I was like whining my friend, like, I can't talk and so, and I was like, wear what Itsboye wears, or wear what Itsboye will wear. So that brings me to the fact that when you do your research, I'm a kind of person that likes to dress up well. So you have to match up. And honestly, I don't like when ladies are not properly dressed, when you don't look.
What is not properly dressed? Because in her mind, she's probably properly dressed.
What is not
Who
properly
will not
dressed?
show up for the date looking properly dressed? So, properly dressed means different things to different things. So, as a fashion enthusiast, what is properly dressed? What is not?
So I think what is not properly dressed is, I think, revealing too much. Like, too much up, too much down, revealing.
What does my vibe? Like, you know, like Angel. Angel likes to reveal. I like to reveal. Like, I'm comfortable revealing.
That would not even attract me to talk to you in the first place. If you are someone that reveals too much, I would not engage with you in a conversation before we even think of dating or going on dates. And you know when people reveal too much, they always command the wrong kind of attention. So everybody's always like, imagine we are in a restaurant and I'm waiting for you and you walk in and everybody's looking and pointing.
I'm pinching. Come on, she's gonna go. I want the kind of lady that I'm going to date to be a showstopper in a good way. So when you enter, everybody's admiring you, not hissing and pinching, or even make. It's as bad as some people even make videos of people that are not properly dressed or are revealing.
What about guys? What is properly dressed? Yeah. I know that I've gone on to a guy that just wore slippers and his feet, like his manicure was so terrible, and I just could not but keep looking. I was just staring like is this somebody's leg? Like, wow. So for guys,
it depends on the date.
It depends on the nature of the date. If we're going to the beach, obviously,
I'll wear my slides and my shorts. If we are going to maybe a dinner, fine dining restaurant, I would maybe rock native and I won't necessarily wear shoes. I'll wear my native with my properly made sandals and stuff, or do corporate or do corporate casual, but I won't look like I'm just walking from my bathroom to my parlor. I'll dress up.
Yeah, I know. I just feel like so a lot of us sometimes, even when we're going out on a date, we already know what we're going for, but we don't even like put effort to actually look a way that fits into that. And most times when you people now show up as a pair, somebody is dressed up, somebody is dressed down. Has it happened to you before?
No.
Oh, okay. So yeah, it's happened to you. Somebody probably dressed up and somebody is dressed so down.
So
you guys are not. When they hold you guys together as a couple, it's not coupling because somebody is So that's what I'm trying to like as a fashion enthusiast, how do you find the balance between what to look and what not to look?
Just basically just know what you are going for. So you know that obviously you are going for maybe a fine dining restaurant. Try to look clean. Try to look refreshing. I always things like that. I just like to feel free because I'm going to eat. Do you understand? And before you know, all the will be coming out. So I want to dress in a way that I'm comfortable and I can comfortable eat. If I wear tie and everything, I'll not be able to, and me, I eat completely when I'm eating.
Oh yeah, one of those like eat completely.
I eat completely.
That can be a turn off for some people. You eat completely now. Me like you remove shift the content somewhere.
No.
Waiter, please bring the washing bowl. I want to bring this monster very well.
So food that would engage me using all my hands. And
I don't know if you move your rings when you want to eat.
Yes, before. But like for things like burger now, I'll probably really just take it away and probably eat chicken. Then I get home, I'll now balance, I eat my burger so everything can pour.
I'll not eat my burger properly in public.
Speaking of burger, what are the things that people should order? I feel like some people actually order the wrong meals. Like just like we go out now. First time you never seen me eating before. The first thing I order is burger. That means I'm going to be like stranded. And if you don't want to eat some of this thing, tacos, they don't have to eat it. They're going to slide down. So what kind of meals are best? Are there specific meals, that you should pick on first date so that you don't look, unkempt?
Yeah, I think my go-to will always be chicken wings. No, chicken wings and maybe fries. Or chicken wings and rice.
I love chicken wings, and they are very easy and small.
I don't even like chicken wings because you have to use your hand.
I like to use my hand. I'm not the kind of people that from. I won't say I don't know how to use fork and knife, but it's not comfortable for me. And those are one of the things I want you to see on the first date. Okay.
When push comes to shove, you will drop the fork and use his hands to eat what he wants to eat. But not in an embarrassing way.
Okay, I do like. I feel like there's some food that you should not order on the first date. Like, you might crave it, but I don't feel like, especially when you don't know how to. Some people know how to eat burger, like you know how to hold it. There's a way you hold it, and there's a way you can, panic and all that. That it will not spill. But if you don't know how to handle it, then you're not looking all clean and dressed up, and then you order burgers, and then things dripping around you. Oh gosh, like I don't know. Like, ladies and gentlemen, this is Deep Waters with Deborah Waters, and we're trying to correct the most popular, most common impressions when it comes to first dates. What are the do's and don'ts of a first date? What turns you off on a first date? I've been hearing from my special guest in the house, Itsboye, and I would love to hear from you. Join the conversation, calling on 0705-993-6937 or 0705-993-7937. I know you are not calling me because this conversation is sweet. You're just enjoying our gist between me and Boye. Continue. But I'll go on a break right now. We're going to come back to the last segment of the show, and I want to hear from you, my listeners and viewers. This is Deep Waters with Deborah Waters. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back.
For the presenter of the year, television, the nominees are Victory Wilson, Silverbed Television.
And the winner is Victory Wilson, Silverbed TV. Thank you so much. Congratulations.
Good morning, Lagos. Good morning, Nigeria. Good morning, Africa. Good morning, world. Welcome to your Seaside radio station. We're Rhythm 93.7, the number one hit music radio station. We're number one in music, number one in entertainment, number one in sports.
Let's be honest. Not everyone likes the start of a new day or the rush that comes with a new day.
If you're looking for great fun, entertaining conversations, and entertainment stories,
we've got great music, great content, great interviews with all the amazing artists that you can think of.
So, you do not want to miss out on anything.
Stay with us, there's more to come. This is Rhythm 93.7.
Number one hit music station. Rhythm 93.7.
Welcome back. This is Deep Waters with Deborah Waters. We're talking about first dates. What are the do's and don'ts? What has been your weirdest first date experience or your craziest first date experience? What turns you off on the first date? What can make you sit with a partner, like you guys are eating and then the person does that thing and you just drop the food and walk away? Like, is that bad? Have you seen that TikTok clip where this makeup artist is doing something on this thing and then says close your eyes, and then the person they are doing makeup on opens the eyes and the makeup artist just walked away, literally left the person sitting down there. She did not even say bye bye, she just left went home and slept happily. I think a guy did that, the lady. I'm just using that as an example. So what can make you sitting down with on a date with somebody and they just do that thing and you just literally drop your fork and knife and just leave? Or say in your mind and say, okay, if you're not even leaving safe, say in your mind that, see, this person is definitely not getting a second date. Well, this is a conversation we're having today on Deep Waters with Deborah Waters. Feel free to join the conversation. Call in on 0705 993 6937 or 0705 993 7937. I'm still here with influencer, content creator, photographer, fashion enthusiast right here, Michael Jackson. Itsboye with me in the studio, helping me break it down and all. What are your thoughts about people when it comes to phones? I feel like sometimes they're so obsessed with our phones that people come on dates and literally they're eating and you do that. Something tells me you do that for you. You don't do that.
I don't do that.
But did you catch yourself doing that?
So I think what I do sometimes is I just like take a quick peek.
Let's take, I can see calls coming in. Let's take calls. Hello? Hello? Can you hear me? Alright, I'll take another call. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, hi, good evening.
Olawale.
Olawale, thanks for calling back.
I want to, you just asked about the eating on the first day or something like that.
Yes.
You know that for that first day, people don't want to read about eating. You that you normally eat like carbohydrates like amala, you now be actually shy. That little bit get for the first time. Do that I will be using my hands to eat that amala. You know, read for the girl, that be eating it cat or something like that. No, like me like this. The first day I met that, I asked for amala, please. Give me amala. I use my hand. Wow. And you know, in that bit of eating for someone, they are eating, they really.
So when you do that, when you
don't used to do like that, but you know, say some ladies now, you know order for their choice that they like. You just order for drink alone. But the guy wants to know that this girl used to do like this. Wow, you know now.
Wait, so you ordered the amala and eggs in front of that babe? You ordered the amala and eggs in front of that babe with your hand? You use it with fork and knife?
Because I want to form for you, I will now order for meat pie. I said to order for our own this thing. No, it's supposed to be real now. You know the lady that you want to date.
So if you are saying it's supposed to be real. So if you take a babe out now, she now ordered amala and she's now dipping her hand into the soup and licking it. Will you be able to handle it? Won't you say, this girl too like food though. She don't even feel package small.
I'm telling you that on first day, they get the most due to package stuff more.
Yeah, but men should not package. Only girls should package.
Package, and you just don't do package themselves. Even though the way they talk there, they be talking like Americana.
Hi, good evening. Like, Olawale, you are the experienced one here. Phone on the first date. Yeah. It is well. Thank you, Olawale, for sharing.
Okay, yeah.
But that's true. Some people used to phone for now.
I know.
Hey, like, why did I feel like all of those with the English used to switch?
No. I have.
You will not know when it will switch.
I think the only time my accent really changes is if I'm speaking with someone that has an accent. So automatically my accent will be turned into your own.
It happens. Why? Like, especially when I speak with a lot of foreigners. Like, at one point, I begin to speak like them in the conversation. So I'm sure it happens to anybody or everybody.
So let's say you go on a date with the white girl now. Your English will just switch. So
If I don't validate the white girl, obviously I don't want her to be saying because most of the time when we are speaking our own accent to them, they never really get it.
So your true call is coming out now. Let's take another caller. Hello. 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 All right. Number to call is 0705-993-6937 or 0705-993-7937. A few minutes to wrap up the show, and it's the best time for you to call now. Don't call when I'm saying bye-bye because I won't pick your call then. So share your thoughts and your opinions right now. What are the do's and don'ts of first dates? And how to bag a second date? Is there any guaranteed way to bag a second date? How can you tick all the person's boxes that will make them say, when are we doing this again? Because that's the goal of every first date. When are we doing this again? You know. Before you answer that, let me take a call. Hello. 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 All right, lost that. So,
I think for me it's the vibe. Like, if the vibe is there, like
sometimes the vibe is from the moment she walks in. I'm like, and the vibe goes through the whole thing. Not like vibe is at the beginning, then it dies in the end. If I've gone on dates that the vibe was there from the beginning to the end, and
you people not take it to the room after that. What are your thoughts on that thing?
The still vibe. I don't know. It depends.
Hey.
It depends on the level of attraction.
Vibes. Hey. Vibes. When you vibe, carry and go next level.
Vibe.
Wow, that be like vibes. Let's take a call. Hello. I really want to take this call, but I don't know. This is village people now. Alright guys, I lost that call. So how to bag a second date? Vibes, vibes, right?
For me, if you have positive vibe,
I'm a positive vibe person. So the only way you will see my negative vibe is if I am bored of you or you are giving me negative vibes. But if our vibe is on from the onset, we're going to go on 5, 10, 20 dates and we'll try all the different kinds of, these A to Z kind of dates that is
trending on TikTok now. So like I want to be more experimental with my dates. Sitting down in the restaurant is boring,
honestly, because by the time we talk, by the time we start eating, we'll just be looking at each other because we obviously cannot be talking while we are eating. So, other things, kayaking, beach, movies, canopy walk, those are the activities that gets us to know each other more and knows how the dates will end or where the dates will end.
Wow. I like the story is going. And finally, is it okay to be completely honest in the first thing? Like, keep it real?
No, but don't be a liar.
Okay. So,
not everybody understands honesty and brutal honesty. Let me use the word brutal honesty because that's what everybody sees on regular honesty as. But not everybody. I've learned from my mistakes.
Oh, really?
There are times that
very brutal with your honesty.
If I don't like what you're wearing, I will read you like, you're not supposed to dress like this one.
Thank you. But over time, as people started thinking that I'm a wizard,
so you now toned it down.
I now toned it down. Okay, if you don't get it from the way I'm looking at you, then forget about it.
If you don't get it, forget about it. Good to have you. You have made me forget about it now. Good to have you, Boye, on the show. Thank you so much. I enjoyed the conversation. It was real, undiluted, genuine. I had fun. I learned quite a few. Thank you so much for sharing your energy with us right here on Deep Waters with Deborah Waters. And if you have fans who want to join you, want to follow up, who have maybe gigs for you, and stuff like that,
follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Thread, YouTube, Chat with Boye on YouTube, and Itsboye on Instagram.
Itsboye.
And my work, Smiles Photography, I'm everywhere.
Yeah. Please do
And invite me to your event. So I'll come and show my fine face.
Thank you so much, guys, for being a part of the conversation. Now that I was telling people to call this, it's now that people are calling. See, my phone lines are ringing. Guys, see me again on Friday. I'll see you on today's Friday. I'll see you on Monday. Today Friday.
Wednesday.
I'll see you on Friday at 5 p.m. for another amazing show right here on Deep Waters with Deborah Waters. From myself, Itsboye.